Noah Amy here, Daz, founder, investor, and builder. This is the West Particular Build. So let's continue the NGO conversation, shall we? Another thing that I've been thinking a lot about lately. So a lot of you, I'm in Congo, my native country. What I'm noticing this past year is the death of NGOs. I think the wake-up call came when the Trump administration ended USAID. I think it woke everybody up. The funds for NGO has dried up. And if you look at the history of NGO, it started from missionary during colonization and so on. Now, just like businesses have cycles, so did NGOs. My prediction, it has died down. And the next decade, what we're going to see in the African continent is the explosion of businesses that are pretty much replacing where the state has been weak. That being said, what I'm trying to reflect on today is the flaw sometimes of NGOs. If you want to start an NGO, and this is something for you to be aware of, is I feel like a lot of NGOs over the years, especially in the African continent, especially Congo, they've taken on too much. Right now I'm at an orphanage, love, here to volunteer, to hear what they do, give if I can. But I'm noticing, I'm like, dude, this entire 80 hectares of a land has over 10 divisions. You have pediatric, you have an orphanage, you have a schooling, you have... And I'm like, why not pull back, go back to the data, where is the most need, and focus on that one thing. If it's the orphanage, which means a safe space for kids that run away from home or don't have parents, we feed them. That's one pillar. If it's a school/orphanage, this is a public school but with quality education, that's one thing. If it's healthcare, this is an orphanage that welcomes kids under X age and we treat them for only 5 diseases. More than 5, you have to go to the hospital. I think this is something that falls with NGOs. There's too many branches, too many pillars. It's confusing, and I also think when it comes to funding and investment, it's also problematic because think of each entity as its own business and its own company. It requires different types of funds. And what I noticed with a lot of NGOs in Congo, they became so donor dependent. One donor is focusing on health, the other donor is focusing on infrastructure, and it just loses focus. So if you're gonna do an NGO, start with one, become known in that one pillar for 10 years, and then go from there.